Hello folks and welcome. Today in this video you join me here at Goodwood, in specific the Rolls Royce factory, because we're going to be doing a walk around video. In particular this, a Cullinan. It's no ordinary Cullinan, no. This one is the Cullinan Black Badge, and yeah, this room is a very special room indeed. In fact, let me show you around just what it's like. MTV Crib style. This is basically called the Goodwood Studio, and this is where I'll be featuring the walk around, but it's also where customers take delivery of their brand new car, and it's a very special process as well too. Just to give you an idea of what it's like if you were to collect your brand new Black Badge Cullinan, here's a small little clip. That is by far the most awesome way to collect your brand new Rolls Royce. It's so special indeed. Pretty cool, right? So let's have a little walk around in this. In fact, it's obviously called Black Badge because Rolls Royce are aiming the Black Badge brand to be targeting at the younger audience. So if you're familiar, you might have known the Black Badge Rave, which is a very cool thing. And basically the idea is making it slightly, not sporty, but sinister. I think it's safe to say that the Cullinan, when it was first revealed about a year ago, it wasn't everyone's bag, but this one, oh, I do like it. I like it a lot. It just looks so angry and so cool. The way Rolls Royce are targeting at it at a young audience, i.e. me, if I ever won the Euro Millions, this is basically a car that I would have. I'm a massive Rolls Royce fan, by the way, so forgive me if I start geeking out too much, especially the Cullinan Black Badge, mainly because of the design. And let's talk about the design. Let me come around this angle, and as you can see, it's very black indeed. Let's start talking about the wheels, because these wheels are a different design. In fact, it's very similar to what you find in the Wraith Black Badge, Dawn Black Badge, and Ghost Black Badge as well too. And it's even got red brake calipers. I mean, that's quite outrageous for a Rolls Royce, but hey, it's breaking the mold, it's breaking the trend. There's hardly any chrome in this car. Look at the front grille, dark chrome. So is the Spirit of Ecstasy badge as well too. That's finished in a very dark chrome too. Very angry, very aggressive, but also classy aggressive, if that makes sense. It's got this forged yellow coach line going down the whole side of the car as well too. But what makes a Rolls Royce so special is the way it's made, and I'm going to start showing you the interior right now, but from the rear side. I mean, look at that. Black leather with forged yellow. How cool is that? And we've even got carbon as well too. Never have I seen a Rolls Royce with carbon before, and this is really nice. It's not for weight saving purposes, of course not. The thing weighs 2.5 tons, but it's so cool. Look at the design of it. And I wish you could smell the interior, because it just smells really nice. Really nice. In fact, if I climb aboard, we still have the same automatic power doors. Very nice. And we do have the starlight roof lining, which shoots stars at a diagonal point, so it shoots from basically straight ahead, basically to say that this is a bit more of a driver's car. So if I push this button, picnic table comes out, and if I push this button, out comes the screen with your multimedia settings, digital TV, and also the table is also finished in this lovely carbon fibre. You could do all sorts. You could go to My Vehicle, find out what's going on in terms of basically how the driver's doing, in terms of fuel consumption, if anyone cares about that. In fact, let's just check it out of curiosity. 1.6 mpg, but hey, it's a Rolls Royce, who cares, right? Hit the button, it goes away. Again, hit this button, it folds back. How cool is that? And the legroom is just unbelievable. These carpets as well too, I mean, it's just so nice to touch. It's like stroking a cat. In fact, this is by far the most comfortable place to sit in of all the other SUVs. You don't feel claustrophobic, you've got lots of room. It's just so nice, and these headrests are so nice too. Once again, climb out this button. So cool, so cool. So if I sit inside and give you an idea of what it's like sitting in a Rolls Royce, well, it's just a commanding driving position as well too. One thing I do like is where they mounted the gear change. It's not down here in the way with this rotary knob, it's there. It's lovely, column change, old school. Literally knock it into drive like that, knock it into park just like that as well too. Obviously Rolls-Royce is owned by B&W, and in the past the keys were always resemblance to a B&W, which I never thought was cool, but this looks completely different, and it's also got the optional extra of the forged yellow from the key as well too, so it matches with this trim, which is nice. How cool is that? Very minimal design. You do have a few buttons on the steering wheel, obviously, to set your cruise control, your radar cruise control as well too. It's also Apple CarPlay friendly, so you can play about with Siri, ask her to do a few bits as well too. You've got a few buttons down here as well too, so obviously you can control your cooled seats, your heated seats. It's got heated steering wheel obviously as well too, and you can see it's got the ventilation through the lovely leather. You've got the multimedia display here, which is basically B&W's version of the iDrive, but it's got Rolls-Royce's own software, and it looks very different indeed. Very cool, very easy to use. It can read your emails. It's very cool, and it's also got a bespoke sound system which plays really awesome tunes. This being a Rolls-Royce, everything is so minimalist. Look at the buttons here, for example. You've got one button to raise and lower the air suspension, one button for your 360-degree backup camera, in which case you do need that because this car is humongous. Up there is a little radar that can read the road ahead, so all you need to do is hit the off-road button and it basically does the job for you. It can detect all sorts of terrain and basically does it according to your hand. So obviously this car's got lots and lots of technology in it too. It's also got a special button here. There's a button there that says low, and that basically holds onto the gears for a bit longer. It's not called sport mode because that's not what Rolls-Royce would say. In fact, this car is not sporty at all because look at the rev counter. There is no rev gauge. In fact, what you have got is a lovely power reserve meter, which tells you just how much power you do have left. In fact, let's talk about horsepower. And here you have it, a 6.75 litre V12 making 600 horsepower, so slightly more horsepower than the standard Cullinan. This will propel the car from 0 to 60 in under 5 seconds and onto a limited top speed of 155 miles an hour. But it's the way the power's delivered. It's just this lovely soothing surge. Show you the boot. I know that doesn't sound particularly exciting, but bear with me because it's a Rolls-Royce boot. And what I mean by like that is, obviously it's got a power tailgate, which is nice. So obviously you can see it's a boot, but if I hit this button, you ready? You ready? Look at that. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Open that and you've basically got somewhere to sit as well too. And if I come over here, check that out. So basically you can have a nice beverage while sitting down here. In fact, I'm gonna have a little sit right now. I can sit here, have a beverage and see the view out. Obviously I'm seeing curtains at the minute. But for example, if you're a Russian businessman, you could see your countryside view of nuclear power stations or whatever Russians do in their spare time. But you get the gist of it. It is very cool. And obviously the seats are finished in forged yellow. Look at that. That is really nice. Once again, just hit this button. They fold back in, just like that. I must confess, when the Cullinan first came out, I wasn't a particular fan. I think it's because of the spec. It was launched in that rather bright red and it just didn't really grow on me. But I've seen more and more Cullinans in different specs and it has grown on me over a short period of time. But I suppose that it was like that when the first Phantom came on. No one was a fan of it. And then obviously when it gets replaced, you do appreciate the styling and aesthetics. But obviously this, in black badge form, I have to be honest, it does look good as it is. In fact, you'll see a lot of these in this particular spec. And if it is, this is by far the coolest SUV ever, because there's so many SUVs out there which are basically trying to be sporty, and Rolls Royce doesn't do sporty. Okay, it's a bit quick, it's got 600 horsepower. Anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about the new Cullinan black badge. Is it a bit of you? Would you have a Bentayga instead? In fact, is a Bentayga a rival to this? I don't know, let's debate about it in the comments. I like it personally, I think it's really cool. If I won the lottery, I'd have one, definitely, for sure. And what a cool place to come and collect your brand new Rolls Royce, not just for the Cullinan black badge, a Wraith, a Dawn, a Phantom, etc. It's just a cool, special moment to collect your car. I've obviously used it to do a walk around video, and I have enjoyed this as well too. Anyway, like, subscribe as always. Until next time, folks, see you later.